Hello. Hello, testing. Okay, just a sec. Let me just do the usual thing of checking if you guys can hear me. Hold on. Okay, I think you guys can hear me. Okay, so everything should be okay now. Yeah, sorry. I think I'm gonna be like really low energy today because like work was exhausting. I felt like today was never gonna end at work. And something tells me it's just gonna get worse next week. So, before next week comes, let me just enjoy streaming and playing my games with you guys for now. Alright, let's just switch back to Anaxa, who's currently in the sky on Kafale somehow. Conscious stage, oh, here. Good thing is, it's Friday already, which means I can just sleep tomorrow. Alright, the elder who doesn't look like an elder. Anaxagoras. Orators. Blasphemous. Tetsujin. Okay. I think I'll just let it autoplay. I'm too tired to even press the buttons and click the mouse. That looks so pretty. That I'm pretty sure that's Kafale's core flame. Wonder how secure that actually is. I'm pretty sure that I mean, it must be kind of secure since the Flame Reaver didn't go for that first and instead went after Oronix. You mean the death of someone? Such as Kalis, who's supposed to die in like 15 hours, days, something? Gold Weaver. As expected of the person who used to always argue with Aklaya. Kainis Dono. Never mind, I just realized that the autoplay is pretty slow. Superfluous. That's a word I don't use every day. When being pursued by the golden thread. I mean, a part of me gets why people are against the, Chrysos Heir's mission, because, like, especially someone who's really religious and zealous, like, of course they wouldn't want to have their gods killed, and of course, like, it's been going on for a long time now, and maybe they just feel like, nothing's gotten better, the Black Tide is still here, so, like, what's the point of us still supporting you? But also, like, they're kind of the only way people know how to fight against the Black Tide, Like, it's not like anyone else has figured out an alternative plan, a plan B. So, like, I get both sides, because basically the Chrysos heirs thinks that they're doing the right thing, and everyone else thinks they're doing the wrong thing. I'm surprised how straightforward Cadence is being. Like, I know she's, like, putting on all the, PC talk, like, she's been kind of, respectable towards Anaxa, despite, considering him as blasphemous and all that. But she's not being outright hostile against him. Like, she's treating him fairly well, because she knows that she needs his help. Yeah, let's do it. Common enemy. I'll be honest, I ship Aglaya with Anaxa. I just like that enemies to lovers trope. Or in this case, it's still enemies to enemies. The second most experienced. The first being Trippy-os. Tubios. As a seasoned political animal, I completely missed out that you guys couldn't hear the game. Sorry. True.
彼女は貴殿にタイタンの試練を通過してもらいたいはずだ。となれば、貴殿がここを訪れる前に、彼女と結託していないと、ここにいる誰がケファレに誓えるのか。
Yeah, so Canis is one of the people who think that what the Chrysos heirs is doing is savagery and blasphemous because they are essentially going out of their way to kill the Titans who's protected them this whole time.
死刑執行人はキャストリス。この名前はあなたも知
Castoris
って
the
いるはず。
Executioner.
私がオクヘイマに戻ってきた時から、アグライアは彼女を使わせて私を監視していました。
Again, I have a feeling Anaxa isn't as scared of death as he wants the elders to believe.
すでにタナトスがやってきたということでしょう。
タナトスが。
結果のわからない万全な方法より、直接私の腹を裂いて火種を取り出す方が合理的ではありませんか。すべての条件が整った今、彼女に必要なのは適切な時期だけです。
貴殿の考えは分かった。
Oh my god, I don't know if you guys heard that, but I yawned so loudly. Man, today was exhausting. I never want to go through today again.
平和を脅かしている最大の敵であることには同意してくれているようだ。ならば元老院は弾圧されているすべての市民を守るように、貴殿の生きる権利も守ろうではないか。
Just as we defend every oppressed citizen. Do you? Because I haven't seen much defending of citizens. From your side, at least.
アグライアを支持する人々は今も増え続けている。このままでは我々が望む平和は訪れない。
The thing is, like, other than their beliefs, I haven't really seen anything that proves that the elders are, you know, doing this for the good of their people, you know? Because mostly because I haven't seen the NPCs like vocally be against the Chrysos heirs, because it seems in Akuma at least that they are all very respected. Like, everyone calls them Lord Phainon, Lady Aglaya. They call Tribios teacher. Like, that's what makes it feel like the elders are doing this for selfish reasons rather than for the people. If anything, it feels like the Chrysos heirs are the ones doing it for the people, you know? Considering that if they don't do this, then the Black Tide will just destroy the entire world. Also, it's interesting that Aglaya is the one that they consider the biggest threat. Not the oldest Chrysos heir, Tribios, not Phainon, who's like the deliverer, not one of the ones who've already... Not one of the other ones, I mean, who've already gotten their core flames, like Maide or Cypher. Well, Cypher is already... Cypher's not really an Akuma, I guess they don't really... It's hard to be afraid of something that's, you know, staying out of your way. Renowned for its fairness, uh-huh.
永遠の忠誠を誓っている。そこで単刀直入に聞かせてもらおう。貴殿はこの誠意にどう答えるつもりなのか。
I mean, to be fair, has he ever been on Aglaya's side? Has he ever been known to be loyal to Aglaya? How can you betray someone? Yeah, how can you betray someone you've never been loyal to? Surely you just... Bakanakashi.
忠誠を示せと要求すること自体が裏切りなのでは。
Yeah, like, have you been paying attention to my dialogue options? Aglaya and I don't like each other.
お二方が礼儀にのっとってお互いの手を取り合う場に立ち会えたことをとても光栄
Dan,
に思いま
hello,
す。
welcome. Happy Friday. At least it's Friday for me already. I can't wait for the weekend. I'm so tired.
神霊の慣習の名において
When I was in the office, I was like, ugh. What do you mean it's not even 5 p.m. yet? Why does today feel so long? Why won't today end sooner? And now it has ended, and now I'm here. I'm playing games. I'm playing Star Rail.
殿はさぞ悔しいでしょうね。高い外城に位置する元老院
Oh, so they live here? This is the elders' like residence? Ah. Member said, "Ooh, did you get an E6 casteries, Dan? Were you able to pull more casteries? It's E2 now. Ah, congratulations. I'm glad you got a more powerful casteries now. I'm not exactly sure like which Eidolon is considered like the ultimate most powerful casteries. I'm guessing E6, but I'm glad that you at least got E2. Even if you don't E6 her for this banner, that means that by the time she gets a rerun, you'll have less to pull to finally get her to E6. Oh, I was at 52! I got her at soft pity. You know what? I'm glad you haven't lost to... Well, at least you haven't told me you've lost to a standard banner character yet. I hope it stays that way. Definitely E6 breaks the game, okay. I mean, Casteries, her passive already breaks the game, right? I'm pretty sure you don't need... she already does that at E0. Still, I'm glad you got her an E2. Oof, 20%. That is really good. I know that there aren't really that many quantum enemies now, like quantum weakness enemies now, but I have a feeling that since they're pushing Casteries really hard, they're gonna put more quantum weakness enemies very soon. And the dragon can break all weaknesses. Well, never mind then. They don't need to do it. The dragon Pollux. I'll be honest, I have been looking at videos of other people's Castereses just for the dragon. It just looks so pretty in Casterese's colors. And it basically destroys the entire field of enemies. It's just so beautiful. Doug. But what about your karma, ma'am?
貴殿が拷問を好み苦痛の中で魂の真理を試作するのに長けていない限りな。
Again, I don't think Anaxa is scared enough of you to take your threat seriously, lady. Why don't you get Casteries? I'm saving for Final. If I get Casteries now, then I'm not gonna have enough pulls for Final. And it'll just increase my chances of losing the 50-50. I feel like something with MC is gonna happen. Yeah, I feel so too, because at the end of 3.1 they showed him kind of they showed the MC kind of disappearing while Casteries holds them. And also, like, you know, it has been recently revealed that he's actually dead. The MC actually died when they first crashed into Amphoreus. Apparently Dan Heng knew all along, he just didn't tell Kalis, and also like a part of him I guess doesn't want to believe it. He wants to think that maybe he was wrong. That no, Kalis definitely had a pulse then, I'm sure. Maybe not joining Astral Express, but Casteries is gonna be like Firefly. Like a second girlfriend maybe. There can only be one! I feel like I don't think any of the characters on Amphoreus is gonna join the Astral Express. Or maybe like they'll do a fake out where instead of joining the Astral Express, one of the characters will join the Stellaron Hunters. Maybe it'll be Finon, you know, after he gets more trauma and turns into Kevin. Or it could be, when they finally reveal Hyacinth, it turns out that she's, changed so much and she's basically become the villain of Amphoreus. And then she joins the Stellar Hunters, maybe? Because we still don't know what's going on with her and March. Kailis is only 2 years old and already pulling more girls than me. Technically, he's 2 years old, but we know now that he's lived for longer than that. I don't think it's ever been confirmed, but I'm pretty sure he was already part of the Stellar Hunters before Blade. Because, like Blade said, by the time he joined the Stellar Hunters, Kalis was already Kafka's partner. So he was Kafka's partner before him, which I think means that Kalis is also technically older than Dan Heng. Because Blade only joined after the whole Imbibitor Lunae sedition thing. So after Dan Heng was born. So Kalis is actually way older than anyone else on the Express, maybe. Maybe except for Pom Pom.
あらゆる手を尽くしてケファレに近づこうとしているように見えるがな。それでもそなたはこのもの
Are you on our side or not, Cersei?
はい。たとえそうだとしても、世を背負う者の
Transcendent
宿命と
vessel.
してケファレはすべての命を歓迎します。
If everyone's welcome, everyone's free to come here. How come we haven't seen the other Chrysos heirs here, except for Anaxa?
尊きタイタンと直接お話ができるとは強烈至極でございます。
ございます。
では行きましょう。アナクサゴラス殿、ご一緒いたしますので。
Anaxagoras殿。
遥か昔の神話において、ケファレは神山の頂上で信者たちの問いに答えたと言います。
I forgot how you say his name. Lygus?
信者はタイタンの断崖に登ることを神と共に歩むことだとみなしています。
Sir, can't you sprint?
サーシスと共に山登りをする機会など
I don't know, Cersei. Can Anaxa him? I mean, sing?
賛歌を歌うことを
I have a feeling that Anaxa is, like, it's gonna be revealed that he's actually, what's that called? Tone deaf. Like Chi-Chi. That would be funny. Like one day the Chrysos heirs have like a karaoke party and it turns out Anaxa cannot sing to save his life. Yenna's shortcut.
まさか理由すら聞かないとは思いませんでしたよ。
I feel like he doesn't care. A gentleman helps others achieve their goals. I'll be honest, I don't really care much about the whole elders thing. I'm sorry, Anaxa, you're very cool and all, and I like that he has Cersei's basically possessing him. I just don't think that this is the best way to go with this storyline. I don't think the whole elder storyline is necessary, actually. Like, what's the point of going against the Chrysos heirs? Do you guys have a better idea for fighting the Black Tide? No? Then why are you against this? I want to go back to Castor Reeves. I want to see my girl again. I guess we gotta do this. Alright, let's go. How big is Kafale? We still haven't seen all of him. We are just at his face. Dawn Cloud's peak.
これでそなたもタイタンは壮大であると認めざるを得ないであろう。
It's hard for him to see how magnificent it is, you know, with the eye patch and stuff. Ma'am. Magnificent facades.
かの神から価値ある手がかりを得られるのかどうかを。
I like how, like, not everyone knows that he's possessed by a Titan, and he doesn't let that stop him from, like, speaking to Xerxes out loud. Like, he knows that Xerxes can read his mind. He knows Xerxes has gone through his memories. Like, he knows she can read him, she can understand him without him saying a word. But he still talks to her anyway. It's a little sweet to see, you know? That he still treats her as if she's actually there. And not like she's an imaginary friend. You okay, buddy? Strengthen your body and stop shirking social interactions. You introvert! Why are the NPCs so loud at the back? Hold on. Just feels like the NPCs are a little loud.
与えられそうか
もし耐えられなかったらあなたが私を運んでくれるとでも言うのですか
言うのですか
自分の状況は自分が一番よく分かっていますよ
分かった分かったでは
She's like, fine. I can wait until you die to take over your body. No skin off my back. You know, I really like their little dynamic. It really feels like she's some older sister who's, you know, just making fun of him. Just poking fun at him, teasing him all the time. She has her eyes closed. She has, like, wounds over her eyes. What do you expect her to be looking at? What do you expect her to see? I mean, what do you expect them to see? Sorry, I forgot. They're non-binary. The Titans don't have a gender. Yeah. Get it? A gender. Agenda. Ooh, who's that?
Oh yeah.
Ah, it's Gonaus. So she knew the other part of Nicodor? Yeah, it's the part of Nicodor that didn't go, like that didn't turn mad. Hey, I miss your voice. Calyx, like the thing we fight in to farm. Diorio. The fate of destruction. I'm surprised that he's the only one seeing this, and like Xerxes seems like she has no clue. Maybe? Gonaus? She thinks he made him up. Oh damn. I'm guessing they're praying? I mean, she's praying. I don't know what these two are doing. Worshipping? Yeah, could you be seeing things, Anaxa? Kinosede? Kinosei no ko. Can't. Okay, they won't say anything else. Is it? Can we try to? No. Sorry, what was that other? Offer greetings to Kafali. Huh? This is a pilgrimage platform dedicated to devout believers, but you, Anaxagoras, never kneel to false gods. What happens if we switch to... Yeah, let's see. Oh! That's actually very cool to see. So if we play as Anaxa, I guess if we try to do this with the basin in Amphoreus too, yeah, it'll be like this. Anaxa won't do it. She's like, nope, not doing it. Yeah, even... Wow. Okay. That's a cool little hidden gem, little detail they put. Who are you? You won't talk? Okay. Hello? Okay, nope. Wait, well, how am I supposed to... Oh. Ooh. Whoa. That looks like it was split. Yeah, there's... See, the circle looks like it's been split. Like something... Wow. Like something was coming after Kafali. Or maybe Kafali was the one who split the mountain, basically. It's interesting to see how some parts... Seems like gravity doesn't... You know, isn't a factor. Like here, these big rocks, they're just floating. Up there too, I see little rocks. Okay. Huh.
またあなたたちです。
また。
私のことはいい。それよりケイオスからの返事はあったか。
ケイオス。
いいや。
半身になる代償は
In Japanese, you just said no.
よりもはるかに重いようだ。
Becoming a demigod. So I guess this was before they were titans. They were demigods.
ケイオス。半身。
Yeah.
聞いたことがない名前だ。どのタイタンの権能を受け継いでいるのか。
もう少し前向きに考えろ、ゴーナウス。我らが直々に会いに来てやったのだ。彼も。
Oh, sorry.
彼の中で私たちの重さがこの世界に匹敵するほどあればいいのだが。
人の子よ。また幻覚を見たのか
Well, it's the same people, but not the same script.
ええ。
Not the same dialogue.
今度はあなたとゴーナウスがケイオスという人物について話していました。おそらくあなたたちの仲間でしょう。
仲間？
ケイオス。それもまた聞き覚えのない名だな。
まあいいです。おおよその見当はついていますから。私の推測が正しければ。
Yeah, this is
彼らは
like
幻覚ではなく、
memories.
何者
They're
かの
memes.
魂の姿でしょう。
Souls of people. Well,
おや。
I think they're just memories like on Penacony. Or it could just be, you know, the whole Oronix thing. Then what am I?
知りませんよ。
Beats
そんな
me.
こと。
Yeah, for all I know, you could be my imaginary friend.
死に際の私が見ている現像なのかもしれませんよ。今は先を急ぎましょう。この地に残った他の記憶も見ることができれば。
無理をしてくれるなよ。死者の間で遠くまで歩んでしまえば。我でも
Also, I'm not sure if Castoris would be willing to try to save you. Like, she likes you enough, Professor Anaxa, but I don't think, you know, I think she's a little too preoccupied with Kalis to care about someone else dying right now.
面白いことに
He's
な
a
りますよ。
child. He's a two children. Another ghost. Is that supposed to be Canis? Bam. Nope. Not working. All
また会い
these.
ましたね。
Like, going up those stairs is too much
ま
for
だ
you?
いけるか。
当然だ。我はただ
Well, she is the Titan of wisdom, not the Titan of sportsmanship, of athleticism.
まったく山登りになると知っていたら誘いを断っていたぞ。
You know, we have something like this in Malaysia. It's not really a mountain. It's more like a big hill with like over 100 steps of stairs. And I've been there once, and I was like, nope, never again. I'm gonna go up another hill. It's in a different state. I was planning on taking a trip there maybe this year, maybe. But we'll see. I may not climb the stairs though. I may just ask someone to carry me.
これも鎧の
Bane!
帽子も
Hello! That's right, the new trailer for 1.7 dropped. I didn't watch the trailer because I don't want to spoil myself. But yeah, don't worry, I will redeem all the codes.
やかしはそこ
Bane,
まで
welcome.
にしろ。
価値のある情報はないようだ。
Anaxa, did you not notice? Arceus is like you. She can't climb
た
stairs.
とえ
I'd sooner throw myself off a cliff and hit rock bottom than exercise even a little. She's like me, for real, for real. Usually like if I ever do one form of physical activity, I'd be dying by the end, and then I tell everyone, okay, that's my exercise quota for this year. No more. Calypso of the Eminent Seven Sages. So Calypso really is one of her names. It's not just a fake name she made up. Helcolithist Barbarians? Or maybe Circes is just taking her form. If Calypso used to be like the actual person used to be one of the seven sages, it must be someone Circes knows. So maybe she's just, you know, taking on the form that looks like someone she's familiar with. She could be one of the older seven sages, one of the dead ones. Well, guess that proves your theory that she's actually a imaginary friend. Inai. Bang, bang. Land of the dead. Old men. See, they do have, like down here, they do have the, like old lady NPC, this one. Old lady NPC, models. I don't know why they'd use, you know, a young person model for, where is she? For Canis. She was here somewhere before. But yeah, she just looks weird for them to use one of the younger female models and not at least try to give her, like, wrinkles and stuff. Beautiful old world. Where are you now? At least it's not all stairs. At least there's this elevator thingy. Kafale. Aran koto. Look at it. Maybe I should get Kalis to take a picture of this. Nah, I mean Kalis isn't here physically right now. Maybe once we do bring Kalis here, we can like take pictures for March. Is she still here? Circes, hello? How do I summon you?
ようやく着きましたか。タイタンには問えませんでしたが、予想外の収穫があったと思いましょう。
He is quite crazy though. Anaxa? I mean, of course he is. He took out his eye just for the chance to see his dead sister one more time. We already know he's unstable. Look, he's already falling apart from just climbing stairs. Yeah, I knew it. I knew he's not really the kind that's afraid of death. Hmm? What is this? Oh, the tides. Is this the black tide? Is this what it actually looks like? So then who are all these people? Aww. I like that she's the only one sitting. Life is optional for Priceless Air. Ah! Is that like Castorese's, not descendant. What's the opposite of descendant? Predecessor? Castorese's great-great-great-grandma, maybe? Or maybe that's what Thanatos actually looks like. If this is supposed to be Nicodor, that's Circes. Is this Thanatos? Crushed by the world-bearing burden. Oh, does he mean Kefale? House Chaos. Castorese's sibling, maybe. So, Chaos is Kefale. I'm guessing that all of the Titans before this had different names. So yeah, she says she can still sense his soul, so maybe that is
それに
Thanatos.
ケイオスさんのことはみんなよく知ってるでしょ
Probably, yeah, it could just be
彼は
Cast.
救世主
I
だ
think
から
this is like in the long, long past, so I don't think it's Castrice's sibling or anything. Unless Castrice is like super old. I'm pretty sure this is like her great 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 grandma, maybe? A deliverer like him. Yeah, so maybe they are talking about Kefali. So Kefali was also known as a deliverer.
彼を信じよう
Ah, Nicodor also had some kind of weird feelings for
それより
Kefali.
ボルシアよ今日は一人なの
Polixia. Oh, that was your name.
お姉ちゃんはまだお花の世話がある
Oh,
から
sister. But she said One-chan, so it's an older sister, which I don't think is Castoris, unless Castoris really is that old.
痛ましいなそなたたちは生まれてこの方タナトスの剣道を受け継ぐ席を追っているという
Oh, hold on. I think I get what's going on. This is all of them before they took. So there were Chrysos heirs even before like the ones that we knew now. They're like a. So Cersei's or like Calypso was part of the generation before, including Nicodor. I'm sorry, Gonaos, who eventually became Nicodor. And. Sorry, I forgot your name. Some Calixus, who's supposed to eventually become Thanatos. Granny Castoris is real. Granny Castoris be looking mighty fine.
ここで見聞きしたものの一つ
So there were two Chrysos heirs for Thanatos. So that's what Castoris meant as other half. Like Thanatos took her other half. Maybe Castoris does have a sister then. Who maybe Thanatos already gave his core flame to Castoris' sister? And like now she's staying away, like she's hiding as Thanatos because she doesn't want Castoris to have to use the core flame too? What exactly are we?
推測は十分
Huh.
あとはケファレと答え合わせをするだけだ
So, yeah, I think these are the people who were in the previous generation of Chrysos heirs, who then, I guess eventually they took their Titan's core flame, and then they became those Titans. And it doesn't sound like Cersei's Calypso remembers being Calypso. So maybe eventually Maide, Aglaya, the Tribios, they would also eventually forget their mortal names. Like Tribios would forget being Tribios before she was split into Tribi, Trinon, and Trian. And Aglaya would just eventually think that she's Monestia, and Maide would just eventually think he's Nicodor.
だがそんなことはしない
Huh.
なぜなら私が証明しようと追い求めてき
Has
た
been proven right this very
もう
instant
一つの推測が
that the Titans were once mortals like
凡
us.
人にタイタンの魂を融合しタイタンにとって変わるそれはやは
I
り
wonder if Cersei's, if Calypso did this with
夢物語
Cersei's
では
too.
なかったのだ
Maybe that's why she's just so amused. Hey, we're gonna be a Stanhung. Maybe that's why she's so amused with Anaxa, because she's like, this feels familiar. This feels like something I would have done.
何を考えてるんですか
You guys are on a date, and without
してい
me.
ただけだこの巨木がサーシスの体育なのか
Oh yeah, you weren't here.
壮観だな
Stanhung, you really need to stick to Kaelis more.
そうなんで
He's
すか
already half dead. You should be looking after him.
驚いてるようには見えませんでしたけどなんでしょう
You could say
タ
that.
ンタンは巨木を取り囲んでる町に詳しい感じがするような
You could say that.
昔のことだ伏せさせてもらおう
昔のこと
Mukashi mukashi.
初めてサーシスを見上げた時私はまだ子
Koyo
供
do
だった
love
んで
their
す
giant trees.
枝葉は星の光を反射してまるで天地を支えている
There's
柱
the
のように見え
imaginary
ました
tree, there's Ermin's soul, there's,
私はここに立
I
って
forgot the tree on the
いつか
Xianzhou,
木
and now
の
there's
てっぺん
this.
天空に一番近い場所にたどり着くことを夢見ていたん
We have
で
not
す
seen any giant trees in ZZZ yet. It's too much of a city.
理性のタイタン
It's,
の学問
I
に
don't, actually, I don't think I've seen an actual plant in
どうも
ZZZ
直
yet.
感に反する
They're all just carnivores. They all live off of meat.
人間が
No
エルフの
plants
国に
necessary.
行くことなんてできないからです
There's a strict draconian god, nothing like Cersei's.
厳格で無慈悲な神様。
Ah,
理性は他者に知識を分け与えますけど、
wonder when Trinon will be
天空は
gone. I
人
think,
々の畏敬の念だけを必
I
要と
mean,
して
I'm not asking for this to happen, but it would be very interesting if, like, the next Tribios to be gone would be Tribi, and Trinon would be the only one left, you know? It would, you know, be a cool twist.
タンタンなら分かります
But I
よ
don't
ね
think it's gonna happen too soon. If they do it again, it's not gonna be probably until a few patches after. You know, because if it happens each patch, then we're gonna run out of Tribios.
まさかこの世界の神に目をつけられてしまうとはな。
そうですね。いつの時代も空に憧れる人って必ずいるものなんですよ。ジュテイはエーグルについてたくさん研究してて。
I thought we were here to try to figure out how to save Kalis, no?
でも
Pink Barbara.
出発する前にグレータンがあんなトラブルに巻き込まれてしまうなんて。医者
Pink
として
Barbara.
彼に付き添うべきでした。
Yeah, feel sorry for me. Then you guys should come and, like, go with me. Go find me.
不運が重なったのは仕方がない。
Kalis doesn't have long to live.
樹底で起きた災
Let
い
him
の
play,
顛
have
末を
fun
明
with
らか
Dan
に
Hung
す
for
る
a
こと
bit.
が先決だ。だが道中で死のタイタンに関する資
It
料が
could
な
be
いか
useful
気にかけ
to
てくれる
Kalis.
と助かる。
Yeah, no. He knows that Kalis won't read. That's why he's here instead.
また一つ増えましたね。
She sounds so
樹底は
cute.
広いので探し物が散らばっていたら全然わかりません。
Danny.
やっぱり手分けして探しませんか？タンタンの腕前なら
Tantan.
暗黒の塩の造物が出てきても
She calls
大
him
丈夫ですよね。
Tantan. He's so cute.
お前の方こそ大丈夫なのか？
She's a healer, right? Or at least she will be once she releases.
私は金光の庭の主席なんですから見くびっちゃダメですよ。
She's also a Chrysos heir, you
静
know.
かだな。
You may be kind of like a god on your planet, but
こ
this
の
is
楽
their
譜に
turf.
所蔵されている知識は膨大だ。どんなに聡明な学者でも迷ってしまうだろうな。出発前に一度考えを整理しておこう。
But
エーグル、天空を支配するタイタン。神話では100の目を
is
持ち
Aquila supposed to be a
世
bird
界
or
を
a
見下
dragon?
ろす巨大な鳥と記されている。エーグルが雲の上を飛んでいる限り、オンパロス人は大地から離れられない。
Imagine a world without plains. I have a feeling it would be a lot greener, considering the fact that, you know, it will slow down. I imagine at least it'll slow down globalization by a lot.
ヒアンシーの先
Dan
祖は
Hyacinth
エー
for
グル
real?
の司祭だ。
No, Danhang is
そう
mine.
なると彼女は天空の
Kalis
禁忌
can
に
have
詳しいは
castaways,
ず
but
だ。
Danhang is mine.
それとアグライアが彼女に安
So
全
is
に
my
任
day.
せた
So
の
is
は
Painon.
いずれ訪れ
I
る
mean,
試
if I
練に
could
備
have
える
castaways,
た
I'd
め
have it too. Actually, I want them all.
オンパロスにおいてタイタンは避けて通れない存在だ。人々は神話を作り、神話もまた人々を作る。
Hmm.
この相互作用の中にいる限り、客観的な視点は
I
見
mean,
えない。
honestly, at first, when we first came to Amphoreus, I actually thought they were pushing for
視点を変えて
Aglaya
もっ
and
と全体を
Dan
俯瞰
Hung?
する方法はないだ
But
ろう。
now it seems like, you know, they just want to see. They just want to pair up Danhang with as many of the female characters as possible. Because I'm pretty sure they also left Danhang alone with
タイ
Tripios
タン
for a
と
bit.
バイオン。両者の存在は全く異なる。タイタンは人間と言葉を交わすだけでなく、人間が戦いを仕掛け、打ち破ること
I
が
mean,
できるのだ。
technically, the Eons can do that too, right? If they eventually become powerful enough to truly embody
人間
their
がその真剣
concept,
を引き継ぐことすら可能になる。
like they could rise to Aeonhood, and Aeons have been known to be killed, to disappear, to just
こう
die.
考えると、やはり遥か遠い存在であるアイオンと比べ、タイタンと人との距離はかなり近いように思える。
Yeah, I mean, Aeons, they're not necessarily human. They could be like Noose, who's just a machine.
黄金栄は英雄となる資質を持つ。
I like how he's just going through this entire monologue and Hyacinth is just there,
超人的な
staring at
力
him.
を有している。
If this were from
そして
Hyacinth's
偉大な試練
POV,
を乗り越えた
none of
黄金
this would be
栄は
down
安心
here.
となり、
She would be
タイタン
hearing
の権
nothing.
能を引き継ぐことができる。なんだ、どこか違和感を覚える。これは
Yeah, I'm
一種の
thinking that
スクリーニン
maybe
グか。
Chrysos heirs are like generations. There have been generations of Chrysos heirs who eventually rised up to titanhood.
神託の導きのもと、英雄たちは最早期を目指し、火種を狩る道を
Era
歩んでい
Nova.
る。
So each era had a different generation of Chrysos heirs then. Probably.
やはり最も説明できないの
It
がこの
seems
神託だ。
like all of the Chrysos heirs, like every generation, was successful somehow in turning into a titan. I don't know if any of them, like they haven't mentioned if any of them has failed. But it sounds like eventually all of the Chrysos heirs would eventually become a titan.
別の問題を考え
Like
よう。
it's inevitable. I guess the prophecy makes it sound kind of inevitable. I'll go now, my head kind of hurts. Okay, Fane, please take care.
まさか
Tomorrow's weekend, so you can just sleep in.
すでに命を落としていたんだと。
I hope you get better soon, okay?
彼を守れなかったのは俺の責任だ。
Oh, Danhang, it's not your fault.
まだ希望はある。オンパロス特有の姿勢の法則が。
Honestly, I think maybe Danhang at first thought that the Stellaron inside of Kalis makes him basically immortal. But I guess now he has confirmation that Kalis is not immortal.
その中に役に立つ情報はあるだろうか。頼む。あった。
Oh. Please let there be one. Aww.
時間が惜しい。進みながら探そう。
It's really sweet to see that he actually... Why did it change? It's sweet to see that he actually is like worried about Kalis. Like we know he's worried about March, and we know that he hold on, let me just choose my guys first. We know he's worried about March, and it's cute to see when he is. We also know he's like while he was on the Astral Express, like he while we were out exploring and he stayed on the express, like he was also worried about the others, and Danhang, I mean. And we saw like when he immediately thought, or like he immediately knew that Blade was gonna be on the Xianzhou, he just immediately, ran to the Xianzhou to basically try to warn the Astral Express. Like it's so nice to see that he does care about us. He does care about the Astral Express. That is his family. Oh, right, because I've been here before. You know what, can't I just... Yeah, nope, cannot. They won't let me teleport. It's impossible to figure out their form when they're still alive.
暗黒の潮の造物。それの残骸だ。近くで見ると、確かにタイタンの眷属とは少し異なる。
Titan
下に
Kinzoku.
何かあるようだ。巻物か？
What very convenient clues they have left for us. I ain't reading that.
やはり、樹底で天空について語るのは禁忌ではないらしい。
Skyships.
それにこの二人の学者が議論している天船。
A memory I'd rather forget.
アグライアに尋問された時にも聞いた。
He's like, I've been traumatized by the blind lady.
とりあえずこの記録はしまっておこう。この調査で
I've been traumatized by the blind tailor.
あれは
Huh? Huh, what? It's not that far, fine. Continue forward and join up with Hyacinth. I guess she managed to go further ahead after, since Danhung took his sweet time to just... to just monologue in his brain.
なぜあんなに敵が彼女の力を疑うつもりはないか。
Ooh, are they gonna reveal Hyacinth as a badass? Look at her, with her power pose, hands on her
これ
hips.
は思ったより大変ですね。
手伝うか？
You okay there?
そうですね。このまま見てるだけでもいいですよ。
She's like, nah, I'm good.
冗談なのか本気なのか。
Can't tell if you're serious or not.
これもそこの見えない部分の現れというべきか。
もちろん冗談に決まってるじゃないですか。そう、だんだん行きますよ。
Dantan. Oh.
茨を越えて名声瞳
度胸を見せろ。
Alright, Dantan. Ikimasu yo. I can't believe they didn't let me just use High Sign.
遠くに行く手段は選ばない。
Hey!
安心しろ。後悔しても遅い。呼ぶ声がする。供養され。
深淵へ我こそ紛争。
この身をもあなたを守り導こう。
深淵へ
I feel like it's been so long since I've heard their fighting lines in Japanese. Because like while I was playing ZZZ and I had this on my phone, it just automatically switched to English. So I miss hearing them in Japanese, to be honest.
記録深呼吸。
No, I meant to do Danhang.
感謝しよう。名声瞳
遠くに行くため手段は選ばない。
Hey!
安心しろ。一体何があったんだ。廃墟にこれだけの敵がいるとは考えにくい。
I mean, it was very recently run over by monsters. These could just be the monsters left behind.
私のせいでしょう。暗黒の塩はオンパルスの巧妙にとても敏感なんです。もしかしたら天空の司祭の加護が
Especially if the black tide is something that, you know, is opposing the Titans. I guess any kind of like divinity would be something that they're drawn to, you know, to destroy.
それはそうと、これを近くで見つけたんです。タンタンなら興
Look,
味があるか
more
もと思
very
いまして。
conveniently placed clues. I ain't reading that.
アナクサゴラス。理性の火種と一体化したあの学者のことが書かれている。
アナイクス先生が天空のことを研究してたなんて。そんなこと。
Something tells me he researched a bunch of stuff just to be contradictory to the gods.
火を追う旅とは対立するかもしれないとファイノンが言っていたな。
I mean, might be is, you know, a little light.
かもしれ
I
ない
know he is
という
against
のは
it. Yeah,
ちょっと
that's what I
遠回し
thought.
かなと。先生は神を敬いませんし、信託に対しても否定的な態度をとってました。
Even in
自由を
places
歌
as
う
liberal
女
as
帝
the
の
grove.
中でも異端者と呼ばれ
She'd
て
be
た
like,
く
no
ら
one
いですから。
anywhere liked him at all.
ですが、まさか冒涜者がサーシスに選ばれるなんて。運命とは本当にわからないものですね。
Yeah, it's called irony.
道中俺も巻物を見つけた。お前が持っているものと関係があるかもしれない。
Yeah, how very convenient,
本
huh?
当ですか？
That we both found scrolls that have some clues to what we're looking for. And that they both are related to each other. How convenient.
これら2つの記録は同じ場面の会話みたいですね。
Ne.
受刑にあまり詳しくなくてな。いくつか質問してもいいだろうか。
どうぞどうぞ。
She's so cute. Venerationist.
真語の受刑には7つの学派があるん
Seven
です。
schools of thought.
ど
Okay.
れも最初の学者
Thalasis, the first scholar. Maybe Thalasis used to be one of the Chrysos heirs and was the first Circes, maybe.
礼拝学派はタイタンを最も崇拝している学派ですね。
That's the name Venerationist. I see.
エウテプロ先生は礼拝学派の賢人で、いつもアナイクス先生と対立してました。
Loggerheads.
七賢人をタレンタムの天秤にかけるなら、片方にアナイクス先生、もう片方にエウテプロ先生を乗せなければ水平にはなりません。
Ah.
なるほどな。理解できた。
Yeah, I guess she is an assistant, teacher's assistant.
今や
Yeah, what happened to
ほ
those
ぼ全
skyships?
てのオンパロス人が天船の物語で、エーグルの太鼓は天よりも壮大であり、その神末は非常だという
I
ことを
wonder if that's what
知っています。
Hayasign will become like when she becomes Aquila. She's like, no, no one saw that in my sky. The sky is mine and mine
な
alone.
ので、大型の天船を建造するという方法も 取れ
If
な
a
いでしょう。
supercharged mini Tribby cannon.
ですが、トリビーピラブ
Yeah,
ースを
Tribby
100倍
does
の威力にす
use
ることがで
cannons.
き
She
れば、
does ride on
監視の目を
cannons.
ごまかすことがで
She
きるかも
also
しれま
does
せん。
have little wings that can help her fly.
それは
Why hasn't she
冗談で言
been
ってるの
struck
か。
down? I can't tell if it was a joke or not either, Danhang.
自主学派の主な研
New
究内容は
supports.
錬金術で魂を修復することです。
This.
冒涜者と後ろ指を刺されても先生は躊躇せず自分の理念を公にしてました。何か秘密があるとすれば眼帯の下くらいでしょうか。
I think the secret is that he doesn't have an eye under that eye patch anymore.
すべての間違いへの試みは正しいに近づく一歩である。
Hmm.
先生からすると天船の墜落には別の意味があったのかもしれません。
So that skyship crash
天幕は突
happened
破で
pretty
きないものじゃ
recently
な
then,
か
huh?
った。
I thought, like, the way they talked about it sounded like it was a long time ago, but maybe not.
とか。残念ながらエーグルに関する研究は今も礼拝学派を中
Like,
心
maybe
に
it's
行
not
っています。
that Aquila considers themselves, like, the best of the best and that no one else is allowed on the, in the sky. Maybe it's just that Aquila knows that there's more to the universe and that's Aquila's way of, like, protecting everyone. Like, Hyacinth seems like the kind of person who would, you know, hurt others to protect them.
問題ない。ひとまずタイタンに対する
Which I
研
think
究を
is
開
why
始しよう。
she's, like, you know, chosen as the Chrysos heir for
それより
Aquila.
もここに書かれている秘密裏に行われていたアナイクスの実験の方が気になる。
He's always conducting some kind of experiment.
私も教員助手の私でさえ知らない研究
Oh, sorry,
や
not
実験
assistant
だなん
teacher,
て
assistant lecturer.
一体どういうものなんでしょう。嫌な予感がします。まさか樹底で起きた災いにはまだ何か秘密が隠されてるのでしょうか。
I know they're trying to paint this as like Anaxa being up to no good even before he got Circe's core. But you know, I already know. I can already see how the story is gonna end, and he's gonna be, you know, on the Chrysos heir side the whole time. Anyway, it has been an hour already. And yeah, before we go, just wanted to show you guys that I chose, where is it? Yeah, I chose Dan Heng as my, you know, the character because I feel like Dan Heng has been with Kalis this whole patch. Feels like it just makes sense to have him be the one to say to celebrate the anniversary with, because everyone else isn't with us. Everyone else is away. Why are the Stone Run Hunters back here and not the Astral Express? Why not our current family? Anyway, yeah, that should be everything I gotta do for now. Yeah, it's been an hour. I guess I should go now. Alright. So, again, sorry for being like pretty low energy today. Work has been awful and I can't wait for this month to be over already. So, yeah, Fane, thank you again for joining me. Jan, if you're still there, of course, thank you. Thank you for joining me. I will see you guys again on Monday. So, until then, or at least my Monday. So, until then, thank you again for joining me. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or a good night's sleep. Fane, I hope you know, take care. Get well soon, okay? Take care of that headache. I'll go now. I gotta go now. Bye-bye. Thanks again for joining me. Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.